Matthew chapter 24 and verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash, for blessing me with the Spirit to do this lesson. So, this is what you have going on in Babylon. You got many offended. For one, there's many offended at the gospel, the true gospel of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So you got an army of people coming up against, the Israelites on how we teach and what we teach, which is the truth. Then on a lower level, you got people offended on the things you say, on your actions that you do. It's not hurting them in any way. It's just your opinion. And it's just something you do to express your opinion. And people are offended. So with an offense, people tend to act out. And everybody's action when being offended is different. Some people will get offended and they'll walk away. They'll curse you out. And then some will be so offended that they'll look to do harm unto you. And in this case, this is what happened. Right? Well, you had, I don't know if he's a Northern Kingdom Jake or he's a Edomite. He looks weird. But, you got a sense of, and a big rise in tension, with this administration in office. A lot of people are against it. A lot of people are with it. So this country is fully divided, man. Right? It's no longer the United States of America. It's the divided states of Babylon, because what does Babylon mean? Confusion. So you got people divided in confusion. Right? So they all the way through. So listen, man, the only ones that's on point, that's sane, are the true men of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, right? Not these patriots and these born and bred Americans, these liberals and Generation X and Z, and they all bugged the hell out, man. But yeah, man. Check this out. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing to elect be edified. Shalom.
In Escondido, an Army veteran known for his large Trump displays and American flags outside his home has died.
He was brutally attacked last week, with the suspect allegedly beating him and then stomping on his head before a witness stepped in. Our Sarah Barker spoke with the victim's wife and has more.
Right now, I don't know what I don't can say anything, only I feel a lot of pain in my heart. That's it.
Maria Sharon dealing with the heartbreaking loss of her husband, Kerry Sharon, a 69-year-old Army veteran.
Kerry was a Trump supporter, but he was a patriot first. And he was a strong believer in freedom of speech. And when people would approach him and give him any guff over his opinions, he didn't let it get under his skin. He would just say they're entitled to their free speech just like I am.
Kerry died from his injuries Sunday night after being attacked last week outside of his Escondido home. Known for its large American flag displays and supporting President Donald Trump.
If you don't agree, it doesn't give you the right to vandalize or do violence, and that goes both sides.
Thank you.
There's too much violence, so it's a sad day.
God bless Kerry. God bless Maria.
Now friends and neighbors are standing outside of his home, just as he would be doing this Memorial Day weekend.
Used to see him every morning when I go pick up grandkids, and I would stop by on the way back and talk to him sometimes.
We've had people drive by, lots of support, and then there's a few that drive by like they act like they're going to run into you, and they're flipping you off, or they're wailing on the horn all angry, and that needs to stop. It needs to stop. You can have a different belief, but you don't have to threaten people, intimidate people.
Even as Maria goes through the pain of losing her husband, she says she feels bad for the suspect's family.
I feeling bad for the mother, you know, for the guy who do that, because for him too, because I ruined his life. Have a kid, have a girlfriend, have a mom. I'm feeling bad for her, but the stuff he do with my husband is terrible.
I believe she's Northern Kingdom. But you see, these are Latinos, man. A lot of these so-called Latinos, man, they through. Right here, there's this dude had a whole house, with nothing but, Trump signs and American flags. What the hell you need all that for in your house, man? Right? But you see, people are offended, man. People hate Trump. You got people out here that despise Trump, and Trump is messing up their lives, man. Right? So, hey, they lucky, man. The person ain't do it to both of them, Escondido. I don't know if that's the place where they live or that's the guy's name or what. I don't know. All right, so but they beat him to a pulp, man. The lady said it has to stop. You can have your different beliefs, but don't threaten. He ain't no threats. He did something, man. His actions put this dude in the spirit world, man. And this is what this country is coming to. Right? This is exactly what this country is coming to. Right? Let's get Luke. Right? Chapter 12 and verse 51. It says, suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth. So this is in red letter. This is the Lord, man, speaking. It says, suppose ye that I come to give peace on earth. I tell you, nay, meaning no, but rather division. And this country is divided like no other time ever in history, man. As long as from what I've witnessed and what I've seen since living here. People are, turning on each other. People are, the love of many is waxing colder and colder daily. And things are just divided more than ever. Right? Let's get Matthew. Because in that division, what's going to happen? This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. It says, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword, man. Meaning destruction, violence, death. And people are, this is not going to, be in one part of the city and everywhere else is safe. No, this is going to be worldwide, man. America is becoming more and more violent. America is becoming more and more divided, and it's going to continue to be that way. Right? It's going to continue to be that way. Because sooner or later, it's going to it's going to take, many people's lives, and this thing is going to go full blown into a civil race, a civil war and a race war, man. A class war. War is going to be the new norm for America, man. So I got one more. We're going to shut it down.
The suspect, 32-year-old Thomas Butler, pleaded not guilty in court on Friday when he faced charges of attempted murder.
Only want to say thank you for us, a sponsor, and all my friends coming, and
How is it attempted murder and he killed him?
Thank you very much.
I reached out to the district attorney's office to see if any of the suspect's charges will be changed now that the victim has died. We haven't heard back yet, but courts are closed for the Memorial Day holiday. Meantime, I had a chance to talk with more members of the victim's family, and they have started a GoFundMe to help support his wife. One thing she says she's worried about is making sure she can keep the home that they've lived in as he was the breadwinner. We have a link to that GoFundMe up on our website. Just click the CNON tab. Reporting from Escondido, I'm Zara Barker.
Yeah, so that's where they live, Escondido. I guess that's a part of California or something like that. Yeah, man. So look at this, man. Look at this. You could see this shit from a block, 2 blocks away. And you got all these people who despise Trump and his administration and what he's doing to the country. But then you have this U.S. veteran, this patriot, that's pretty much mocking these people when they're losing their homes, they're losing their livelihoods, and it was only a matter of time. You got die-hard Trump supporters out here. Then you got people that's looking to do something to Trump, man. Right? So this country is on the brink of a mass war. Right? So this is my last one. 2 Ezra 15 and verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." So this is going to go from an isolated incident, right, to something that just happened in California, to this thing is going to be happening in multi places at the same time. I was just looking at a video earlier today where I forgot where it was, but the cops had stopped this devil, this Edomite, and the Edomite, pulled out a gun and shot the cop in the head and killed him. And he led the Edomite led the cops on a chase, a wild chase, and they wound up, putting 12 bullets in them, man, in the car. They rammed the Bearcat, the armored truck, into the car and pinned it, and they just let off on them, man. They said it was a total of 79 shots that was fired and 12 hit, which I don't believe. I believe it was more than that, but whatever. So these devils are divided. The country is divided, right? So this is coming, man. People standing up with swords in their hands, fighting one another. This is coming, right? So let's go to verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men," a violent uprising. People ready to take over the government. People ready to put people to death, man. Right? These government officials. It says, "And invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Right? It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." Total anarchy and chaos. "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their good for the lack of bread and for great tribulation," man. So, man, it's on the way. You don't have to believe us, but it's on the way. Right? So things are going to heat up. It's going to be more divided. It's going to be more violence. And they said this dude got stomped out. He got brutally beaten, stomped out, man, because he was hanging flags outside his house. And you see it. So I'm going to leave it there. Y'all Bashim Yahushua willing, the elect was other Father. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua. Hey, man, to the next lesson. Shalom.